Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I know it's a little bit weird me actually posting a video. I haven't made a video in kind of a long time and I'm hoping to get into that groove again and start making more videos and more tutorials and more entertainment for you guys coming in the future. So stay tuned to that. Anyway, today what we're going to be doing, as you see by the title, is I'm going to teach you how to do custom wooden coaster supports. Now since the new wooden coaster came out, as you can see, the supports are okay. They're better than how we used to be able to do them, but they still are pretty bad. So what I'm going to show you today is how to use these few primitives and these few roof trims to actually make super nice supports on the wooden coaster. So the first thing you're going to do is, of course, turn off the old supports. If you don't know how to do this, click on the ride, go into Appearance, and then turn off the automatic supports. And as you can see, it gives you a nice little base to build your supports off of, just like that. So when you first start out, you're just going to use this. You can either use like the straight pole or you can use the primitive. It doesn't matter really. And then you're going to go on to quarter snapping, or just like whatever, 1/4 height, and then no snapping in the horizontal grid. And you're going to make your rotating as low as possible and enable the free rotate mode. So if you don't know what free rotating is, if you hold R, you can move like the object as free as you can, like no rotational snap at all, and you can move it perfectly free. So that's what you're going to be using here. So when you come over here, you're going to start by like basically looking right here, and you're going to match this rotation angle with this pole, just like that. See, now it's symmetrical with this. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to like right here, and I'm going to build down all the way to the ground like that. And I'm going to do this with every single point I can on this side, and I'm also going to do it in every single point I can on this side like that. So I'm just going to do all of these and build down all of the vertical beams first. Vertical first. Alrighty, so as you saw there, I had a speed build of all of these vertical beams in, and now that all of them are placed, they're all rotated properly and incorrectly. We are going to start by doing these cross beams now. So the cross beams can vary depending on what you're doing and like how you want it to look. For now, it doesn't matter what height you start at. You can start up here, you can start here. Again, it depends on what you're doing. But I'm just going to start at this small height here, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the free rotate, and I'm just going to connect these two pieces together like this, if it'll get to the right spot. Now these take much more time to get perfectly, and you don't always have to have them perfect because it's custom supports and they're not going to be perfect. But as you can see here, I'm just trying the best I can to get these lined up properly, like this. And there we go, that links up in one piece. So all you're going to do now is you're going to connect all of these together on the bottom row like this. And you're going to connect them all together, and then you're going to go up a few blocks, and you're going to do another layer. So as you can see here, if I wanted to go up another few blocks right here, I could go up like here and then do my next set of cross beams on this layer right here, and then maybe do one more all the way at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and have a speed build of this so you guys can see what's really happening. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, all of the cross beams are done, as you can watch in the time lapse as well. So now, this is kind of something that varies between wing coaster to wing coaster and what manufacturer you're actually doing. And it also varies if you're turning or not. So as you can see here, this is a decently tight turn. It's not super tight, or it's not super drawn out either. But I think it is a valuable reason that we should have some beams coming out the side like you would, having lateral support and an actual wooden coaster. So this is pretty easy. It's basically the same as all the other stuff. As you can see here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the free rotate, and I'm going to make sure this is angled the exact same way as as this pole right here. I'm going to make sure it's facing the right way. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to get it in a good spot. And you want to go right about here is where you want to do it. So towards the top, right where this piece comes through here, you want to start making these lateral supports like that. And then all I'm going to do here is just connect it up with the ground like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do this for every single piece right here on this side. If you're doing a GCI, you might want to do some on this side and none on this side. It really depends what you're happening. Make sure you're looking at reference photos for whatever you're building so you know exactly how to do it. But in this case, I'm just going to be doing it for these outside poles right here. So as you can see, I'm just going right here, right where this stops, and I'm actually going to move that closer into this beam here. And I'm going to go just build all the way down to the ground like that. Perfect, like that. So now I'm going to do those for all of these beams right here. Alright guys, so now as you can see, we have built all of these pieces that come out. As you can see, they look very nice from here. But now we have to do cross beams for all of these things to connect them together. So basically how you do this is you're going to go relatively in the middle of this piece, and you're just going to place a pole like that all the way to the ground like this, and then one more here all the way to the ground. And you just want to make sure they don't have to be rotated perfectly, they don't have to be perfect, but you just want them in around the same spot so that when you connect them all together, they will look nice. And it's hard to explain, but trust me, once you see how it actually works, you'll understand the actual concept. So I'm just going to go ahead here and build all of these pillars like that to connect them. And you want to make sure, again, that they're all around the same spot, that they're not wiggling around, that they're not in different distances. You want to keep it the same distance from the original piece. Alrighty guys, so I now have done all of these beams here. As you can see, these ones are a little bit tall, so I decided to put another set of beams just on those few there. These three, it doesn't really matter because they're not quite as tall and they don't really need it. But now all you're going to do is you're going to take these same cross beams and you're going to start low to high, low to high, low to high. Never high to low because it won't work properly. And you're going to go here and you're just going to get right here in this height of this beam, and you're going to connect it as best as you can with this one. And it's not going to be in the same height because that's impossible to get in this game. But as you can see like that, you're just going to connect all of these. And this is kind of the most important part of building them, because this is a thing that you're going to zoom out and you're going to see it, and it has to be round and it has to be perfect. Otherwise, it's not going to look great. So as you can see here, I'm just going to, the best I can, align these up. And you want to make them as perfect as I said. You just want to make them perfect. Just like that, I'm aligning these up here. And then I'll start that second layer here in just a minute after I finish these ones. I'm just going to connect these up here. As you can see, it's looking good so far. It's following that same track curve. You want to follow this. You want to make sure it looks like just another duplicated version and just brought down to here version of that. So you want to make sure it's rounded and perfect. You can see this doesn't take too long. I need to fix that part. But yeah, look, I'm just going to pop up a time lapse of finishing these now real quick. And then I'm going to do the second layer right below it here too. see, we have finished this section of custom supports. All we need to do now is add the rest of these footers, which is an easy task to do. It just takes a few seconds to place all these footers on here. This is only a simple little turnaround that you can do with these supports. I'm going to, at the end of the video, play a few clips of some cool things that we could actually do with these supports, and I have a few coasters that actually have been built with these supports already, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to pop up a few shots of those, and then a few shots of these when it's completely done with all of these footers. So if this helped you, then please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell, because there is going to be more videos coming out from now to Christmas, so there should be a lot of more things to come out, a lot more tutorials and a lot more videos. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.